Alright, so this is an update for you guys on the Mavic Pro. To let everybody know, the camera came in. So we now have the camera mounted to the drone. I've already connected up the forward vision sensors. I've already got all the screws in place to mount the mount the camera, and I've got the power to the power board so that once we do get the final piece for this drone, that she will be able to function and fly. I also replaced this board here, which is part of the communication for the drone. It's called a Wi-Fi board, but of course, obviously, this drone doesn't use Wi-Fi. But it's part of the ability for you to communicate with the drone, and it has the antenna connections going to it. So this particular piece, when the board failed, I was getting error codes from this board. And so since I didn't have enough money for the main logic board, I went ahead and spent some of the money on this to replace it and get a new one, because I didn't want to take the chance that that was damaged, because if I do get this thing up in the air and then lose connectivity to it, that would be a bad thing. So needless to say, that's been replaced. Of course, all the soldering has been done. I need to go through and kind of police in between the solder joints just to make sure that I don't have any crossover. I don't think I do. I went ahead and hot glued the wires so that they'd stop wiggling around, because I did have one or two wires that kind of came loose. Whenever you fold the arms in and such, there's a lot of movement here. And it was, I guess, wiggling the wires enough that it would come loose. So I got that fixed. But I mean, the big deal was, of course, getting the camera. That was a major find. And I can't wait to power it up. I really do. So the only thing that this drone needs to put it in the air is that main logic board down here at the bottom, which is $178. And once I have the funds collected for that and I can get that board replaced, there's nothing else to change on this drone. I mean, we've done everything else. Surprisingly enough, if you want to think of just how crazy this build has been, this board right here is the only original piece to this drone. Everything else is brand new. That's just amazing, right? And that sits with me every single time that I sit here and work on this, as I realize that we gutted the whole thing. So anyway, that's the update for the Rollins bird. I wanted to give you guys a status since it had been a little while, and of course I was really excited that on New Year's the camera showed up, which I got that for a pretty good deal. That was a lot less expensive than buying it through like Amazon or anything like that. I think we paid about $140 for that gimbal, which is not a bad deal. So other than that, I cannot wait to seal this bad boy up and put her in the air and fly her. I can't. This is you know, you're just sitting at the very cusp of being finished with this, and it's like, I want it to fly. So anyway, that's the update for today. You guys have yourselves an awesome week, and Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everybody has a great 2019.